all the spiritual garb you want to put on, but He knows your life right now. He knows what you're battling. He knows what you're doing. Well, He knows the kind of life you're living. That's the funniest thing to me. People will think, oh, nobody knows what kind of life I'm living. Yes. We have people over at the campus all the time that say, I didn't do that. I said, do you want us to go look at the video? So we got videos everywhere. And they're like, well, I didn't do it. I said, okay, be back in just a minute. You know, they go and they'll look. That's you? Yeah. I look at that and I'm like, that's how God is. He sees it, right? It don't matter how we are, where we're at, what we're doing. We can be in pitch black, and guess what, Eugene? He knows us. He knows what we're doing. You got to realize that. But I'm so thankful of a cure, aren't you? It says, but He gives grace. Therefore it says, God opposes the proud, but gives grace to the humble in James 4:6. We need to admit that we are powerless. We need to admit that we can't do it by ourselves, and that we have a cure by God, turning to Him and His grace and His almighty love and everything. He can fix it. Whatever's wrong in your life, He can fix it. My grandmother, as I was growing up, she kept a big old thick book. She kept it in her little roll-top desk, and it said, Home Remedies. Now, I'm going to tell you, you didn't cough when you went in her house. Because if you coughed, buddy, that big book was fixing to come flying out of that desk. Do you feel this? Next thing I know, she's mixing up some kind of contraption, some kind of thing in her kitchen, Here, drink this. It might have this and that. Golly, what are you talking about? What was she doing? She was leaning on anything so she wouldn't have to go to the doctor. She'd take whatever it was to stay out of the doctor. I'm a firm believer today that I believe that's what's going on in a lot of people's lives. You're leaning on everything else except going to the one that can cure you. The one that can take care of you. The one that can change your life forever. You can keep flipping through those books. You can keep looking on the internet. You can keep looking on social media. And you're not going to find the answer. The answer is going to come from an almighty God who is God. Who will change your life. That's what's going to change your life. That's what's going to change it. That's the cure. And then you roll right into the E. Earnestly believe that God exists, that I matter to Him, and that He has the power to help me recover. And the beatitude of that, blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted. Matthew chapter 5, verse 4. Earnestly believe that God exists, and that you matter. I want to tell you, you can continue, and I can continue to live like we're going to live, but until we wake up and say, I have an almighty Father that loves me, that cares about me. He cares of my existence. He cares about who I am. He loves me with all my problems. He loves me. When you and I wake up and see that, and realize that He is the one that's going to bring comfort. He's the one that's going to bring healing. He's the one that's going to bring change in your life. He's the one that's going to make a difference in your life. When you wake up and earnestly believe that He exists. It says, without faith it is impossible to please Him, for whoever would draw near to God must believe that He exists and that He rewards those who seek Him. Hebrews chapter 11, verse 6. I want to tell you, there's a lot of people out there says, oh, I don't believe you're God. I don't believe this, and I don't believe that. I tell you, I don't have to look around very far to see who God is and what God is. It doesn't take me very long to get that one point after this on this E part, and that's technology. acknowledge God's existence. You don't have to sway me very much. I can leave this place today, and I love where our church is when we drive out, and before we get to 30, I see different wildlife and different things. We saw one of the biggest bucks I've ever seen. I was going to tell you about that old deer hunting buddy here. One of the biggest bucks I've ever seen was right up the road here. And he was enticing me. He was enticing me. It actually looked at me like he was saying, nah, season's not on. That's what he said. I really believe that he said that. Whether it's a buck, whether it's a fish, praise God. Russell, you got me some tied up somewhere, I hope. Whatever it is. A butterfly, or a little baby. It doesn't take me very long to know that my God exists. And if you'll get on a broader scale, many of us shouldn't be here, but we are, because of God exists. And God has kept His hand on you. Chase it rabbit for just a minute. He's kept His hand on you long enough. I hope He'll do something for you. I hope you'll come to church one day and step up and give your testimony one day, because Eugene's testimony might help somebody along the way. Amen. We've got to acknowledge His existence. We've got to acknowledge that He is who He is. The fool says in his heart, there is no God. That's the first part of verse 1, chapter 14 of Psalm. Let me tell you, you can continue to hang on to that, but you're leading a dead end. You're going to a dead end. He does exist. You look at your life and all the things that's went on in your life, and He has pulled you through, or He's pushed you through life, whatever it may be. You have to stop and say, God, thank you for putting me where I'm at today. Or maybe you're here today and you're getting you're just right now, presently getting pushed. You need to thank God for pushing you out of the way of some of the stuff that you're involved in. It's not by chance that you lose relationships. It's not by chance. I had a guy tell me one time, Kenny, you'll appreciate this. I had a guy one time, he was talking about being drugs and this kind of stuff. And he said, man, all my dealers just dropped me. He said, I go to another and they drop me. I said, I'm not a very good drug man, but I'm going to be honest with you. Sounds like you need to get out of drug business. You know what God was doing? He's pushing His drug dealers away from Him. Huh? He's pushing people away from Him. He didn't even realize it. Didn't even know He had somebody going in front of Him, pushing Him out of the way and getting Him out of His life. Again, He was trying to find another one. Oh, I got to find this one. I got to find that one. After a while, you can just burn the little book because there ain't nothing in there. There ain't no number that's going to work. Just get rid of it. Acknowledge who God is and what He wants to do in your life. And the opportunity that He gives you today. Number 2, understand God's character. I will rejoice and be glad in your steadfast love, because you have seen my affliction. You have known my distress of my soul. Psalm 31 and verse 7. He knows you, folks. He knows me. Everything about His character is you. When's the last time you poured your heart out to an all-knowing, all-loving, great character God? When's the last time you did that? I was sitting praying over the message this week, and I was looking through. I just got finished looking over some things, and I flipped on Twitter there and was looking through Twitter, and Steve Harvey popped up there, and some of you may like him, he's kind of funny guy, and but he wrote this. This caught my eye. I thought it would go good with the message today. It says, I grew up on a block where people just don't make it. Think about that for just a minute. In other words, they don't get off that block. It controls their life, or it changes their life, or they just don't make it. I'm on my third marriage. This is him talking. I'm on my third marriage, and I've lost everything I've owned twice. Says I've been homeless, and I've lived out of a car for 3 years. That, it's kind of hard to believe after as famous as he is today, and as all the things that he's got going for him. 3 years he lived out of his car. Showered in pools. I read a story about him one time. He showered in pools, where those showers for the pools you shower yourself off. He showered in that, slept in his car at night. Done in comedy clubs and all that kind of stuff as he's going through the day. It says the cool thing about prayer, this him talking, it's the one thing available to everybody at any given time. Don't forget to pray. Don't forget to go to an almighty God that has character enough to love you, that knows that you've messed up, that there's no way, that you might even say, there's no way God can use me. There's no way that God can do anything with me. Let me tell you, get out of that mire and that muck of doubt and despair and depression and say, God can use me. God does want to do something in my life. God has a job for me, has a ministry for me, has something for me. God does want something in my life besides what I'm doing. That's what you have to say. Not too long ago, I was watching somebody on the video, and they took a little. I'm from the Hot Wheel ages. Y'all remember the little Hot Wheels? You know, I know they still make them, but they don't make them like they used to. Now, they used to have a real metal bottom on the bottom, or whatever, cast iron, whatever it was, all that kind of stuff. Well, I just came across a video about 2 or 3 months ago, and the guy was taking. I had a little truck like he was remaking. He's restoring it, I guess. And I watched him as he took the tiniest of screwdrivers, undone the bottom of that thing, took off the tires. I remember just seeing his hands going to pop them new tires on there. He painted that thing. Make a long story short, he took an old, nasty, rusted up, little old toy dump truck. My dad's had dump trucks ever since I've been a little boy. Having his backhoe service since I was a baby. And I could see the little boys taking it out, playing in the dirt, making it all nasty. But I could see with love this man taking those wheels off and taking their paint, sandblasting, and all this stuff. But at the end, it showed his hand in that little toy. Just like that. And I thought then, that's just how God is with us. He'd kick the dust off of us, put some new wheels on us, put a new screw here and there. Some of us need more than that. Right? Huh? It's just us chickens talking today, right? We have to admit that we're just not it. We're not all it sometimes. And we need to let God come in and fix us. That's what kind of God we serve. We need to acknowledge that that's who He is and understand that's how He is. And the last part of this second part is to accept God's offer to help me. I didn't send the slide. I'm sorry, Chris. I forgot I sent the slide. But you that saw it on social media, it was a lifesaver. One that you throw out to somebody if they're drowning. Somebody needs something to throw it out. Let me tell you, that's what God knows about you. He knows if you start kicking too much and you're way over your head, all you need to do is, God, help me. Help me. Will you help me? Will you be there? Will you rescue me? That may be you today. You may have come in here and you come to fill up the chairs and by the way, I'm going to give you something. We did good enough. We're going to feed you. Okay? We're going to feed you. You done good. And we had 2 or 3 chairs open, but let me tell you why. We had a man and woman that they're down around, where are they at? Where's Mom and Daddy and all that? Katie area. They're watching their oldest son be baptized right now. So I'm going to tell you, that don't count as missing for me, you know. They'd have been here to know that. So I saw there were 3 seats, but let me tell you, that may be all you came for today. God wants to tell you something. You over your head. Let me tell you, you don't have to call very loud because He knows. He knows you. Talking about John, we was going to get these chairs. We got up to Waco. We pulled into a gas station, and all of a sudden we hear, boom, and there's a wreck right there in the middle section right there, the main crossroads. Nobody hollered for John. Nobody asked him, but many of you know he works for the fire department and does all that kind of stuff like Brad. Brad would be the same way if I was riding with him. I know. Ava probably, all you work in that kind of stuff, I know, would be the same way. But nobody hollered for him, but I'm telling you, he was in the middle of pumping gas, and all of a sudden I saw that old, don't tell him I said big boy, but that old big boy went running across that parking lot out there into the middle of that road and held that man in that car until the EMS got there. Let me tell you something. That's our God. God, at a moment's notice, no matter what's going on in your life, He's going to come to your rescue. He's going to help you. He's going to be there for you. I don't know what you're dealing with. I don't know what you need to have celebrate a recovery, a freedom of some sort. But let me tell you, we serve a God that can change your life forever. And today may be that day that you say, I'm going to acknowledge God today, and I want Him to change my life. And wouldn't it be great to have somebody say today, right here, to change your life forever? Change your life. Change it. Right now. Chris, if you'll play, no, Hannah's here. I'm sorry. I was like, oh, yeah, I almost messed up. Hannah's going to play for us. And I just want to do something very, very simple. There's steps and there's different things that lead up to the celebrated things, but let me tell you, everything that we've talked about today and everything we're going to talk about this month is going to help you be better. It's going to help you. Oh yeah, you said, well, it's just going to help those. No. I'm going to be honest with you, this message preached to your pastor today. I need to see God work in my life, and I know you need to see Him work in your life as well. But as she sings and you stand very quietly and you let God move, we have an altar here. Simply put, this is just a place you can come pray. You don't have to kneel. You can stand. You can raise your hand. Whatever you need to do, you allow God to work in your life. As she sings and plays, our people love to pray. You just come. You just come on the first verse. Before she even starts singing, you just come. Maybe you're here today and you say, preacher, you didn't touch what I'm in with, but I need an almighty God to direct my path. I need that lifesaver in my life today. Would you come today?
I believe you're